Hello, in this simple loosening practice, we're going to come to 3 cross-lateral exercises. Now, cross-lateral is when we do things on either side of the body, the right and the left, and they're different things, and they can also cross over the midline so that it integrates the right and left brain. It keeps us continually switching between the two, and thus marrying up how those two sides of the brain talk to each other. So we can put that, for instance, in how our emotional body talks to our rational body, our rational mind, and how we can make decisions that integrate between the two and live in that way where we have that happy balance between. So these are very useful to do as a meditation in themselves, a moving meditation, because that cross-lateral focus really brings our attention in. You can't help but focus on this or you kind of lose the plot. So we'll come to standing first. Have a little pad, just find your feet on the ground. And we're going to start very simply doing something which is symmetrical to start before we move into the asymmetrical, which is just to loosen the shoulders by inhaling them forward and up to the ears, exhaling them all the way back and down. Inhale forward and up, exhale back and down. And just follow that a few times. Just really feeling how you might need this space, this motion at the moment. Okay, and letting your shoulders drop. So we're going to do that motion on just one shoulder. So it doesn't matter which one. And you might want to close your eyes to do this so that you're not distracted by me, but also so that you feel this from within. You really need to stay focused for this. So you start one shoulder moving in that direction. Forward and up, back and down. Forward and up, back and down. And then once you've got that going, start to get the other shoulder in the other direction. So that shoulder is moving forward. Now, it's not easy to do. I do this quite a lot and it's quite tricky. Now have a little smile. If you lose your way, come back, start the first shoulder off again. And then let's start to get the motion going. And the more you do this, the smoother it gets. Lovely, come back to center. Inhale your shoulders up to the ears and exhale, release. And do it 3 more times. So letting go of any attachment of the fact that it's not easy, the fact that we might not do it perfectly. And letting go of anticipation of this side. When you're ready with the other shoulder, start to move that forward and up, back and down. Forward and up, back and down. You probably need to close your eyes again. So that once you're ready, you can start the other shoulder going in the other direction. Notice, it can be quite tricky to notice when you've got out of the pattern and they're both just going in the same direction but in different rotations. Soften the eyes and the jaw so we can notice that we might focus, that we don't need to grit the teeth or frown to have that focus. Sometimes we do because it increases blood flow to the brain. Right now, soften the mind. And stay connected with a soft focus. Lovely. Letting that come to soften, just give the arms a little slap now. So you're just softening the shoulders here, moving the arms. So one is over the top and then the other, alternating as you go. And just to get some movement to the legs, you can just move that from side to side as well. Lovely. Now I'm going to come to standing sideways. You don't need to, but it's just so that you can get a better view. We're going to come now feet hip width apart. We've got a slight squatting going on here. And we're going to do that cross-lateral motion. It's quite similar to the one we just did, but now with full arm motions. So we're going to take the arms up and come to nearly standing. And here we're going to take one arm forward, one arm back. So we're coming up from the centre, which is where you always come back to if you lose your way. One arm forward, one arm back. As they come down, you can come into a squat as low as feels comfortable for you. And one arm is doing a full circle backwards, the other a full circle forwards. Lovely. So they cross over at the top and they cross over at the bottom. And feeling the twist here as the arms move, coming from the hips. But because it's asymmetrical, try not to twist that into the knees. So the hips just moving down and up. And because we're focusing so strongly on the arms, you can not even notice that we're doing lots of squats here. So keep lifting up through the belly to support that lower bottom body motion. I say soften the shoulders and again the jaw. Lose your way, come back to the top and start again. Lovely, and take that the opposite direction. So it's the other one. And one that feels new, unfamiliar, something the brain has to work on to be with a different path. Let your breath flow, so notice if the breath can get caught or stuck if we're focusing. Soften the shoulders, strong work in the shoulders, a lot going on. Lovely, then coming back to stand. Take a deep inhalation. Sigh out. And do that a few more times. Okay, now we're going to move opposite arm and leg together. So that's moving across the body in a different way. And we're going to do this quite simply where we lift one arm, one leg, so the opposite arm and the opposite leg, and then just let that flick out. Drop down, and the other one. Arm and leg up, flick out. Lovely. And see if you can get that with a rhythm going. So take your time, you can start really slowly. And once you've got that motion, you'll see that it starts to become a bit more fluid. So rather than kind of three separate motions, it just becomes a dance. It's very good to reggae, by the way. Let's do this dancing around the room, which I highly recommend. Last few movements. Come to stand. Just let yourself be. Feeling down into your feet. And some little movement around here. So you can just soften the brain now. Let your arms swing. And come back to those motions at any time that you feel that you need to get out of your head. And as a practice, just to help you drop into a sense of focus, concentration, and help you through the day or to start your morning. Namaste.